believe I could roll it out fast for me.
Let's say you're leaving your friend's apartment late at night, 11:30, it's dark, and you're walking to your car alone. You see three men quickly approaching you. You instantly become scared because you're outnumbered, and it appears they're holding something that may hurt you. What do you do? New York City Against Rape.org did a report and found that 1 out of every 4 women have been sexually assaulted. 1 out of every 4 college women have been raped or have been attempted to be raped. Out of that survey, they also found that 1 out of every 12 men have admitted to doing so. It's because of this that I have researched and wrote this speech on how to act if you were ever placed in this situation. You will learn how to call attention to yourself, fight an attacker with self-defense tips, and how to get help afterwards. The first step is to be proactive. This is the best way to avoid the situation. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and always be on the lookout of what could happen. Even if you are alone with groups of people, always watch around and see what's going on. SmartSafeWomen.com is a dedicated organization supporting and empowering women on this topic. They say that minimizing the use of cell phones in unfamiliar and unsafe areas is a key tip. Attackers look for people who appear to be in their own zone. The more people you're with, the less likely you'll be attacked. Another helpful hint is to keep your keys in your hand at all times. This saves you time whenever you're approaching your car, so you won't become distracted while looking at your purse. If you can't avoid the situation, what do? Draw attention to yourself. WikipediaHow.com on how to get away from an attacker says that if you appear confident, then you won't be attacked. Attackers choose their targets carefully. Always keep your chin up, your back straight. If you can't avoid the situation, yell fire and run. This will draw attention to yourself. Well, if you are one of the lucky people who have other people around, what do? Always ask for help, but be specific about it so you don't scare them. An example of this is to scream out and holler, "Hey you, over there in the yellow dress. Call 911, this man won't leave me alone. I need help." Next, if you are to force an attacker, then my next point will cover the things that every woman should be able to do. To demonstrate this, I will have a mock attacker and a victim acting out these steps. The most important thing to remember is to always keep your palms out. This is a less passive approach and lets the attacker know that you're quick to reaction. eHow.com on how to use pressure points for self-defense says that this is the most effective and pain-inducing method for using self-defense to get away. Let's say that an attacker has gotten you from behind and grabs a hold of your arm. What do? Using your other arm, grab his arm, using your fingers to press into his blood vessels underneath his wrist, your thumb pressing on top of his wrist. Squeeze hard. This induces pain. He will let go. What if your attacker has you from your waist or around your shoulders? Move your hand toward his. Grab a hold to his pinky finger and bend toward his palm, applying pressure. This causes pain. He will let go. If any time it's possible, there's a finger around, grab it and bend it away from the attacker. More aggressive approach, if you're facing the attacker, go toward his Adam's apple using your thumb and index finger and using the dig and in motion. This too causes pain and he will let you go. What if the attacker has you on the ground and the attacker is on top of you? What should you do? Take your leg, swinging it over his, knocking the attacker off balance. He will get off of you and you run. What if you're facing the extreme circumstance? Then there's the ear tear method, also known as the attack stopper. Martial arts expert Fred Mason uses this in his self-defense videos on YouTube. You grab a hold to the ear and pull down, ripping the ear off. Lastly, no matter what the outcome is, you will need help and guidance through your struggles and your trauma and emotions. You will need to be prepared if the situation is to ever occur again. You can contact your local law enforcement agencies, and they will gladly direct you to groups and other organizations on professionally trained people who handle the situation on a daily basis. An example is if you're in the Florence, South Carolina area on Paladin training at 843-618-1381. You can also talk with your peers on various scenarios. This opens up for new ideas and opportunities. What was helpful with us was demonstrating it out with ourselves. We became better educated on it. I've also took the time to create a handout that I've already passed out to all y'all. It shows pictures of body parts of an attacker that you can easily get to, and what you should do to them, such as the eyes, growing, and ears. In conclusion, remember that you as a human have an inalienable right to defend yourself in any type of situation. By being as actively aware of your events and surroundings around you, have the best interest in educating yourself or protecting yourself on self-defense. Always keep in mind that there are services whose main mission is to help you have a better view of how you should react and engage in self-defense.